What is the most attractive thing a woman can do on the first date? I'm going to do a shit job explaining this, but when I can tell she wants me, and not that she wants a boyfriend. Sometimes it feels like the person just really wants a boyfriend, and is somewhat of holding a job interview to determine if I am suitable for the position. I don't want that. If I can tell she just wants to be with me because she wants to be around me, that's when I feel attracted. It could be any little thing, like initiating hand-holding, her extending the date to suggest a walk, or even just a look in their eyes. One of my biggest insecurities is that someone is just tolerating me. If I pick up that sense on a date, it will immediately kill any vibe I had and make me withdraw. Yeah, that's how I feel too. Especially because having a boyfriend is highly replaceable. Being you, not so much, even though feelings can change. If the date feels like an interview and the relationship feels like a job, they're also probably going to treat your relationship with you like a job. Something you do out of convenience to make your own life better, and always keeping their eye out for better opportunities. And you don't quit your current job until you have another one lined up. And at a job interview, you might say you are super passionate about the job, really interested in staying there a long time. They're the best company ever. But that's just stuff you say to help get the job, and you know it's bullshit. But it's what you know they want to hear, so you say it. My current GF and I went out to eat at a restaurant, and I was terribly nervous, as she was intelligent, attractive, and 100% my type. Apparently she read me very well and how nervous I was, and she looked me in the eye and told me not to be nervous. It was our first date, and it was going to be a great time, and she wanted to get to know the real me. IDK if it was how she said it, or the fact that she saw it and had the confidence to let me know it was going to be okay. But it immediately calmed me down and made me feel comfortable with her. That was the most attractive thing any girl has ever done, and a huge reason why I will be proposing to her soon. Maybe you should wait until after the second date. Being authentic. My wife told me her flaws on our first date, told me her dating history, etc. All these things that she was horrified to say but was so tired of the dating scene that she just felt like getting it all out up front. I found it so authentic and courageous. A person that wanted to be herself and didn't want to fake it for anyone any longer. Yes, mine did the same, although at prob was our second or third date. Her honesty showed me that I could really trust this person with pretty much anything. I was already super into her, but my feelings broke the charts after her mini confessional, for lack of a better word. Look me dead in the eye, sitting a little closer than normal, and completely annihilate my comfort zone. This is an attractiveness multiplier. It works better if you're more attractive, and well if you're less attractive. Also, your mileage may vary by how much a person values their personal space. Was at orientation at a hospital a few years back. Some HR lady was explaining space bubbles and had us line up facing each other in a hallway. Told one person to walk and the other to say stop when they felt uncomfortable. I start walking and literally smush into this girl and she says, "I'm fine, this is fine, keep going." If I wasn't already married, I would have proposed that moment, LOL. Laugh genuinely. Obviously this requires whoever they're dating to be funny, but when it happens, it's hot. It was the second date when she relaxed and her whole demeanor changed. I tried to put it into words and stumbled out. "The way the light is behind you. Your silhouette. You have this aura." "Oh, just say she looks pretty, idiot." She laughed genuinely, and I decided I wanted to hear that sound every day for the rest of my life. As a bonus, she makes me laugh every day. Though I must admit, my new favorite sound is our baby's laugh. Holding my hand whilst walking back from the date. I don't care how the date went, but if you're grabbing my hand to hold it whilst walking, I just melt completely. I find that kind of confidence the most attractive thing ever. Or put your arm through mine, makes me feel all protective. Be able to balance the conversation 50-50. Goes for men too. After a long time married, I am so glad I stuck with the one who could hold a good conversation, because that's what you spend more time doing than anything else in the long run. This somewhat contradicts the people that say, you have to have a flow chemistry with someone else. If you think about it, changing your normal conversational input to make that balance means it would take effort to do so for the time after, which means it might not always stay balanced. I think it can be attractive to find a person that suits your conversational style, but I don't think that's always 50-50. Some people like to talk more, and some like to listen more. Finding and matching the natural state between two people should theoretically work better than balancing to 50. Although balancing might show their efforts to approach it evenly, which is clearly good for a different reason. Be confident, be present, and enjoy the moment. Make conversations, and please put the phone away for the most part. Genuinely try and get to know you. Heck yeah. Hard to talk with someone with no interest. Hug me tight at the end. Hugging is so underrated. As someone who was never hugged growing up, absolutely. Most of the answers here are things that should be expected. A woman not being on her phone is the most attractive thing she can do? Those are some really low expectations. Oh yeah, baby, show me those basic social skills. I can't. On our first date, it was two things. 1. Went for the hug, then stopped herself and looked shy. It was a good sign things were going to go well. 2. Accidentally brushed her hand on second date and she grabbed it and held it under the table. So affirming. Married 15 years so far. Edit. Oh my, so many amazing comments and lovely responses. Thank you so much, all you champions. Chivalry aside, the little eye contact, lip bite thing some women do should be banned as a pickup tactic for being far too effective. I will be colorblind to every red flag the second that happens. Pro tip, bite the bottom lip. I went on a date with this woman a few years ago, and she ordered a milkshake with whipped cream on top. She did this trick where she put her lips on the whipped cream and sucked in, and all the whipped cream was gone instantly. Lol. Right at that moment, she looked me in the eyes and winked. I was so hard the table almost flipped over. I know if I attempted this in public, I'd be choking and have milky snot coming out of my nose.